Hi, so long story short, I sat on my pen like a fat ass and I broke it, so I had to buy a new one since the GT191 is discontinued. Hopefully, this review will be helpful for anyone who's interested in purchasing a new tablet, specifically the Huion Kamvas 20, which is actually 19.5 inches, just to save you some time. So you don't have to watch the whole video. Obviously, I'm not sponsored. I only have like 2 views on my whole entire channel. My opinion is that you should buy it because I've been using it for a few days, and for $330 on Amazon, you probably won't get a better deal for a screen tablet, or you'd be very hard pressed to find a good deal. So cutting straight to a scene of me unpacking it, which is largely useless, I think. Once you get the tablet, you'll know you have everything that you need: stand, pen, accessories, etc. You can download the drivers online if you don't have a CD drive. So just a run through of the specs: you have a battery-free pen, 8192 levels of pressure sensitivity, 5080 LPI resolution, 120% RGB gamut, 266 pps report rate, 60% tilt rate, and you can use it on Windows 7 or later, Mac OS 10.12 or later. Yeah. Moving on, so here's a comparison with like 4 different kinds of, I guess you could say, pens or pencils. The one on the very bottom is the original one that I used, that I sat on. It was a GT191. The one above that, that's all like shiny, is the new one that comes with a Kamvas 20. Above that is an Apple Pencil and just like a regular Staedtler pencil, just so that you can compare them. So right off the bat, you can tell that the bottom two are a bit thicker than your average pencil. I haven't found that this impacted me in any such way, so I doubt it'll impact you either. The important thing to note here probably is that the Kamvas 20 does come with a pen that doesn't need to be charged versus any older pen. So on that alone, I think it's worth getting a new tablet if you don't have one or if you're looking to purchase one. So here's a side-by-side comparison of the 2 monitors. The old one is in the back and it's still installed into my computer. It's like twice as thick, if not thicker, than the new tablet, as you can see here. So here's a side-by-side comparison. So in the middle, you can see my iPad. It's the 2018 model. That doesn't really matter. Anyways, so I usually use that as a benchmark for color quality, especially when I'm doing my own art. I don't know if that's the right way or the wrong way to do it. So if anyone has any better ideas, please do let me know, because I often do struggle with this. But on the left side, you will see the new monitor, so the Kamvas 20, and on the very right side, it is my old monitor, which is the GT191. And I already can tell you that it's much clearer on the one on the left. Like, the colors are much more vibrant, and you have to take note that I adjusted the colors on the right side to be as accurate as possible. Maybe there's something wrong with my eyes, but still, out of the box, and I'm still using out of the box settings, I think it's much more accurate and much better than what I was using before. And this is in part due to the fact that this monitor is a IPS monitor, I do believe. Now I have to peel off the mask so that you guys can see a accurate representation of it. I'm very sad about this. I usually never take off the mask off of my electronic items because I'm very Asian in that way. But you can see it's the same, and I become sad, but then I take it off because, you know, character development. So hopefully that's, you know, a more accurate depiction of what you're getting. If you hate glare, stuff like that, then no, here's me showing my plastic, because I always have my plastic on things. It's been 2 years. I keep my plastic on everything. So I have some random footage of my drawings. I actually already finished an illustration on this one. I'll just like flash it here. Final thoughts: the only downside I see is the top middle part gets a bit hot, but I never put my hands on there, so it's completely irrelevant to me. Actually, a better description would probably be warm. I keep it on all day, and it's honestly not impactful at all. I recommend getting a 20-inch tablet over any of the smaller sizes. You should note that your workspace will technically be smaller than your full screen because you will have different panels for your brushes, layers, etc. One of the major reasons some artists prefer non-screen tablets is your hand actually ends up covering a lot of the screen. You can't see what you're actually working on. So I'd either say get a non-screen tablet or a like 20-inch screen tablet. The in-betweens are good, but for me personally, it's just kind of awkward. I have an iPad that I just think it's too small. 10 inches is way too small. So the tablet works as soon as you download the drivers, and you can technically calibrate it. For me, there was no point because I honestly screwed up the calibration somehow, and just couldn't figure it out. The default settings are perfect for me. I didn't cover this earlier, but the pen has 2 buttons, which is pretty standard. I'm not one to use it since I prefer the keyboard. Also, I might be a boomer, but these specs seem pretty insane for a tablet. I can't speak to the longevity of this tablet, but I did own a Huion tablet before for years, and it would still technically work if I wasn't negligent. Hopefully the same applies to the new one, but I can only speculate here. Something else that I'll just mention once again, if you see Wacom tablets on the market, my friend owns an Intuos, and that was around $300 plus. This tablet is $300 around there. 330 on sale, max 400 bucks. So you could get a whole screen tablet with some pretty great specs. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this helped, and good luck in your tablet buying journey.